Most people believe they are mere spectators in a vast, unyielding universe. But what if the greatest truth of all is the one you've never dared to whisper, that your consciousness is the brush, the canvas, and the artist, painting the universe with every flicker of your awareness? From the ancient mystics who proclaimed that the world is a projection of the divine mind, to the quantum physicists who discovered that observation itself shapes reality, the evidence has always been there. You are not a passive observer but a creator. Your thoughts, the threads that weave the fabric of existence, your perception, the light that brings form to the formless. Today, we journey into this profound mystery, exploring the observer effect, the holographic universe, and the power of thought manifestation, revealing how quantum mechanics and ancient wisdom converged to affirm that your consciousness creates the universe. And as you awaken to this truth, you step into your divine power, no longer a passenger in reality, but its architect, shaping the world with the infinite potential of your mind. Let us begin with the double-slit experiment, a cornerstone of quantum mechanics that unveils the startling role of consciousness in shaping reality, a truth that echoes the ancient teachings of the mystics who knew that awareness is the key to creation. In the early 20th century, scientists fired particles through two slits, expecting them to behave like tiny bullets, forming two distinct bands on a screen. But instead, they observed an interference pattern, as if the particles were waves, passing through both slits at once in a dance of probability. Yet when they placed a detector to observe which slit the particles passed through, the pattern changed. The waves collapsed into particles, forming two bands, as if the act of observation itself forced reality to choose a form. Physicist John Wheeler, reflecting on this phenomenon, proposed the participatory universe, declaring, "We are not just observers, but participators in bringing about something of the universe," a statement that mirrors the ancient Vedic teaching that the world is a projection of Brahman, the universal consciousness, and you, a spark of that consciousness, shape reality with your gaze. This is the observer effect in action. Your consciousness is not a bystander but a creator, collapsing the infinite possibilities of the quantum field into the reality you experience, a truth that shatters the illusion of a fixed external world and places the power of creation in your hands. The holographic universe theory takes this further, suggesting that reality is not a solid expanse but a hologram, a projection of information encoded on a two-dimensional surface, much like a holographic image that appears three-dimensional when viewed through the right lens. Physicist David Bohm, a pioneer of this theory, spoke of the implicate order, a hidden realm where all things are enfolded, where every particle, every moment, every thought is interconnected, a single, radiant whole that unfolds into the explicate order of the world you see. In this holographic universe, your consciousness is the lens, the light that projects the hologram, each thought a pixel in the image of reality, each intention a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. The ancient mystics understood this intuitively. Plotinus, the Neoplatonic philosopher, wrote, "The one is all things and no thing, and all things emanate from it," a vision that aligns with the holographic universe, where the whole is contained in every part, and your consciousness, a fragment of the one, creates the universe by reflecting the infinite within the finite. Imagine your mind as a prism, refracting the light of the divine into the colors of reality. Every emotion, every belief, every moment of awareness, a hue that shapes the world you see, a dream woven from the threads of your consciousness, a hologram that shifts with the light of your perception. Thought manifestation, the practical application of this truth, has been known to mystics across cultures, from the Hermetic sages who declared, "As above, so below," to the yogis of India who taught that the mind is the architect of reality. In the Upanishads, it is written, "You are what your deep, driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny." A profound reminder that your thoughts are not mere whispers in the void but seeds planted in the quantum field, each one sprouting into the reality you experience. Quantum mechanics supports this ancient wisdom, for in the double-slit experiment, the act of observation collapses the wave of potential into a particle of form, just as your focused awareness collapses the infinite possibilities of the universe into the events of your life. Think of a moment when you held a vision so fiercely that it came to pass, a new job, a chance encounter, a sudden breakthrough. Perhaps you called it luck, but what if it was the power of your consciousness, aligning the quantum field with your intention, manifesting the reality you desired? The holographic universe amplifies this, for if reality is a projection of consciousness, then every thought you think is a signal, a vibration that resonates through the implicate order, drawing to you the experiences that match its frequency, a truth the mystics have always known, from the alchemists who turned lead into gold to the shamans who shaped the spirit world with their songs. The observer effect reveals that reality is not fixed but fluid, a dance of probabilities that takes shape under the gaze of your awareness, a truth that echoes the teachings of Advaita Vedanta, which declares that the world is an illusion, a projection of the self, and you, the observer, are the source of all you see. In the quantum field, particles exist in a state of superposition, a cloud of potential that only becomes real when observed, much like a dream that remains formless until the dreamer awakens within it, shaping its landscapes with their will. The ancient seers of the Vedas understood this, teaching that the universe is a manifestation of Vishnu's dream. And you, a spark of that divine consciousness, create your reality with every thought, every glance, every moment of presence. Imagine your consciousness as a lantern, its light casting shadows on the walls of reality. The brighter your awareness, the clearer the image, the more focused your intention, the more vivid the world you create. This is not a distant theory but a lived truth. Think of a time when your mood shifted the atmosphere around you, when your joy drew smiles from strangers, or your fear seemed to summon obstacles, as if the universe itself was responding to the light of your consciousness, a hologram that shifts with the flicker of your flame. Thought manifestation is the bridge between this mystical wisdom and your daily life, a practice that empowers you to create with intention, to shape the hologram of reality with the power of your mind. In the Hermetic tradition, the principle of mentalism states, the all is mind, the universe is mental, a truth that quantum mechanics affirms. For if observation shapes reality, then your thoughts are the tools of creation, each one a vibration that resonates through the quantum field, drawing to you the experiences that match its tone. The holographic universe suggests that this field is not separate from you but within you, a mirror that reflects your inner state, a canvas that paints your outer world. Picture a monk in a Himalayan cave, his mind still in meditation, as he visualizes a lotus of light, holding the image with such clarity that it manifests in his reality, a flower appearing in his hand, a miracle not of magic but of consciousness, aligning the quantum field with his intention. You too can practice this, not in a cave but in the quiet of your own being, by holding a vision of what you desire, feeling its reality in your heart, and releasing it into the universe with trust, knowing that your consciousness is the creator, the quantum field the clay, and your thoughts the hands that mold it into form. How often do you find yourself believing the world is separate from you, a fixed stage on which you play a minor role, when in truth your consciousness is the director, the script, and the star, creating the universe with every thought you think? What would shift if you saw every challenge as a reflection of your inner state, every triumph as a manifestation of your awareness, every moment as a canvas for your creation? Have you ever felt the world respond to your thoughts? A sudden opportunity after a moment of clarity, a synchronicity that felt too perfect to be chance, a shift in reality that mirrored a shift in your mind? These are not coincidences, but revelations, glimpses of the truth that your consciousness creates the universe, a truth affirmed by the observer effect, the holographic universe, and the ancient mystics who knew that awareness is the key to all creation. Lao Tzu once said, When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. A reminder that the power to shape reality lies within you. In the light of your consciousness, the clarity of your thoughts, the depth of your presence. Pause now and feel this power, the infinite potential that hums in the stillness of your being, waiting for you to awaken and create. Your consciousness creates the universe, a truth whispered by quantum mechanics, mirrored in the holographic universe, and lived by the mystics who knew that thought manifestation is the key to creation, empowering you to shape reality with the infinite potential of your mind. What has been your experience with this power? Have you seen your thoughts become reality, felt the universe shift with your awareness, known yourself as the creator of your world? Share your reflections in the comments, for your story may be the spark that lights another's path, a ripple in the hologram we share. If this journey has awakened the creator within you, join us in this exploration of the infinite. Subscribe and let's create together, conscious architects of a universe that reflects the light of our souls.